Reinhard, where is a tie? Wear a tie. You have to
Ah,
wear a tie today.
yeah.
Well, look at me first.
Yeah.
So it's actually our training room. So you can see that we are some people here in our training room, and I will switch the camera, and you can see that I will show you guys later about the HMI, here.
Yeah.
Yes, programming is very basic, and it's very surprising easy to do that, right? It's very good.
Yeah. Okay.
I mean, at least for the very basic things like buttons and LEDs and everything, but
Yeah. You will see if you want to create more complex things.
Yes.
This is not so simple.
Yes. But for the very basic thing, it's very easy to do that. I mean, it's very good. It's nice to use.
Yeah, but but interesting is of course that's the HMI in the browser. You can use also your smartphone and tablet.
Yes.
Whatever.
That's what
you don't need this panel.
Yes. That's what I'm thinking about.
Yeah.
So Professor Salini is already here. So good afternoon. Okay. Yeah, there you go, Professor Salini.
Okay.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good afternoon,
Whatever.
everyone.
Good afternoon. Good morning.
Good afternoon.
Okay. So we're gonna start my session, Professor Prajak.
Oh no, not right
yet.
now.
Yeah.
So at 2 p.m. as we planned. So
Okay.
I just want to introduce you to our professor. This is Professor Christian Madrid from Austria and Professor Reinhard Langmann from Germany. And then we have other partners here in Thailand, Professors Varankana, Pongpat, and Chalompan, and Katarina from Bratislava too. Hello, Katarina.
Hello, it's nice to see you.
Nice to see you too. So thank you for joining.
But without video, please. It's too early.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I think is it 7 o'clock in the morning for our EU partner?
Yes.
Yeah, that's right.
Well,
yes, it
that's
is.
not that early. So Professor Christian said he already had a morning jogging already. So yeah,
You have to wake up. It is so cold outside that you either freeze to death or you wake up. And I woke up, so that's good.
Cool. So I think we should wait a little bit. And, I will begin. We should begin maybe 5 after 1. And is this okay for you, Professor Christian?
Yes. That's totally
for
fine.
me also. Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's cool. So during this, I will announce some of our agenda. So we will begin with the welcome message from our two Professor Christian Madrid from Austria and Professor Reinhard Langmann from Germany. And then I will give the overview of our Etat project, and then we will present our training centers at the universities in Thailand. We have 6 training centers, and each with different purpose and the objective and targets group. No, not a particular the aims. So therefore, but we want to make a capacity building for the leisure and the workforce development in the automation 4.0. And then we'll be about at 2 p.m. we will share the experience with Professor Salini. She will share experience about her project with her groups from the project chief, or how can we pronounce this? I don't know exactly, but
Yes.
Professor Sarini
Yes,
Santi
project.
will tell us about that. And then we will give a little bit talk about the PLC Next technology and the HMI with the PLC Next from Professor Saman and me at the end, and will be Q&A at the end of session. So yes, that is our plan. So I hope you guys will enjoy with our plan and so on. So Professor Saman is with us already. Cool, that's great. I think this is the time, so I would like to ask Professor Christian Madrich and Professor Reinhard Langmann to give us a welcome message to our first Etat workshop at KST Conference 2022 in Thailand. Please, the floor is yours.
So, shall I begin?
Yeah.
Okay. So, good afternoon. It is a great pleasure for me to be invited as the one giving a welcome message to the Etat workshop at KST 2022. So thank you for this invitation. This is a very great event, especially for our project Etat. Those who do not belong directly to the project, we have had just the general meeting yesterday and the day before, so we will see basically some of our colleagues again. It is a great agenda. I saw that major issues like the training centers, the equipment, the specific applications and so on will be addressed. But what is more important, even more important for me, is that a friend, another project representative, will also be speaking here at this workshop. Professor Salini Santi Teraku, I hope that somehow the name is good enough, as I said it. I'm really happy that you are here and that you will have a presentation about the project Shifty 4.0. And I already have a request to projects. I'm here just about 1 hour and I have lectures. Will you record the session from Project Shifty? Because I'm really interested in listening it afterwards, so if that's possible. In any case, I would also like to welcome our project partners from Thailand who will be presenting in time slots, as I see on the agenda. We have Professor Saman, Professor Superborn, Professor Bongpat, Professor Narongsak, and Professor Marankana. So thank you very much for the effort and for the participation in this workshop. And I hope that we will have some nice talks afterwards when you can tell me about the impact and so on. But now I would like to hand over the word to the second one. I wish you all the best, good luck. And thank you again for organizing this for our joint Etat project. Thank you so much. Reinhard.
Okay. Yeah, for me also, good morning or good afternoon and a warm welcome from Germany to Thailand. Your workshop is a part of a conference, KST, and I know the International Conference on Knowledge and Smart Technology at the Faculty of Informatics at Burapha University as a powerful and established international conference in Asia. For many years, I have enjoyed working on the steering committee on this conference and as a reviewer at KST. Therefore, particularly, I'm very pleased that we can now hold a workshop at this conference with our Erasmus Plus project Etat. Of course, it was originally intended that European representatives of the Etat project would also be present on site at the KST. Unfortunately, this is not possible due to the Corona pandemic. But you know, a German proverb says, postponed, is not lifted. And I hope that we maybe in the next year in KST, we can around the KST, we can also organize some events, some Etat events and activities. Let me wish you an interesting Etat workshop today, and also for all participants a successful conference within the following days for the KST conference. And many thanks for the invitation for this welcome speech for your workshop. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Christian Madrid and Professor Reinhard Langmann for this warm welcome. So as Professor Christian Madrid already said, so I have to apologize for everyone that I didn't mention that we record this session. So I hope you guys don't mind that we do the recording of this session. So thank you very much. And in our agenda, so the next thing is to give you the overview of our Etat project in Thailand. So I will give you the presentation. So let me share the screen with you. And yes, momento. Okay. So let's talk about the Etat project. Well, the Etat project is the education and training for automation 4.0 in Thailand, or this is the Etat. So in our developing of the project, we begin with in 2018. Professor Reinhard Langmann was in Thailand, actually at the Burapha University, and we invited him as a one of the keynote speaker at the BUU Tech Talk at BUU, so in Chonburi in Thailand. And at that time, we just begin our project idea, and I just talked to Professor Langmann, and then he said, well, is this like a Erasmus Plus grant that we can apply for it, and so on. And then from that time, so we just begin our talking and develop the ideas, and mostly, actually, I have to say that is from Professor Langmann that he proposed this and that, and so because he had his experience with such kind of project with the Ukraine partners and universities and so on. So therefore, we just develop the application and submit to the EU Commission. And then in 2019, the project was approved, and well, with a little bit complication, but well, we got the project approved, and then from almost at the end of 2019, we begin with our project, the Etat project. And then 2020, so at the beginning, it was the project kickoff with all the necessary thing about the partnership agreement and about to agree with the work packages and the work and everything. And then, well, our project developed, and unfortunately during the COVID-19 situation, so it's not that easy. So, but nevertheless, we just, you know, managed to set up almost everything. We got the most almost important thing here, like equipment, which is, well, our main target to train the people. And without the equipment, this is almost nothing. So therefore, the equipment is here, and then we have to develop the suitable training courses. And, you know, then we can train the students, train the people from the industry, and also the train the trainers, meaning that the lecturer at the universities and so on. And our future is that at the end of the project, we want to get the capacity building for the teacher from the university, of course, and the curricula. We want to update this, and there are so a lot of curricula from 6 universities that we want to update. And then, of course, the human resource development, especially in the field of automation 4.0, is our target, that we want to train them and get them or equip them with the automation 4.0 knowledge, and therefore they can work in this industry 4.0 world. What we will have everything automated, and from the living into production and everything. So our objective for the Etat project is that we want to modernize the higher education in Thailand based on European partners. So I mean, they have more experience in this field, and then we want to learn from them. We want to share the experience about teaching automation 4.0. We want to increase the employment rate in the industrial automation. We want to develop the partnership with enterprises or industry. And we want to improve the quality and the relevance of higher education in Thailand, especially in the field of industrial automation. And as the outcome, we will have the 6 certified education and training center at our 6 partner university. And we will have the platform for distance learning, for the e-learning, that everyone can join and can learn the basic of the PLC and the automation. Well, about the grant funded by the EU Commission from under the Erasmus Plus Capacity Building in Higher Education program, with this project number, and the period is from November 2019 until November 2022. But because of the COVID situation, we will submit for the extension of the project, right? And the project grant is about 1 million euros. So this is our partners and the program countries and partner countries. So we have Carinthia University of Applied Sciences from Austria. We have University of Antwerp, Belgium. We have University of Oviedo in Spain, University of Porto in Portugal, Etunet World Association, Eingetragener Verein from Germany, and we have Slovak University of Technology in Bratislava from Bratislava, and we have the Free University of Bolzano in Italy. And the partner country in Thailand, we have Burapha University in Chonburi. We have Rajamangala University of Technology Tawan Ok in Bang Phra, Chonburi. We have Rajapat Ratanakarin University in Chachoengsao Sao. We have Kasetsart University in Chonburi, in Sriracha at Sriracha campus. We have King Mongkut University of Technology North Bangkok in Rayong, which is in Rayong campus. We have King Mongkut Institute of Technology Lat Krabang. And we have the Eastern Economic Corridor, or the EEC, as our endorser in the EEC area here in Chonburi, Chachoengsao, and Rayong. So we will have, as I already mentioned, that we will have 6 Etat Smart Lab or the training center. This training center will equipped with PLC Next technology. And as you can see, this is some of our equipment that we have. We have PLC Next controller. We have the web HMI panel. We have the power supply, Ethernet switch, or the Profinet IO that we can connect them together and build up some kind of meaningful process control. So, and our 6 smart lab divided into BUU that will concentrate on the smart factory 4.0, the RMTTO or Ratchamankala Technology Tawan Org will do something about robotics. At the RU or Ratchanakarin University will do something about smart agriculture. Kasesat University or KU will concentrate on process data analysis. King Mongkut, North Bangkok will do something about the IIoT and transportation, especially in the railway transportation. And King Mongkut, Lat Krabang will do something about the smart city and smart home. So we have to develop the so-called didactic modules, which is the part of the training courses. In this project, we have altogether 11 modules. The module 9 to 11 is the compulsory module that we have the materials and knowledge from the from our partners, and M1, M2, M8 we have to develop it with the help of our European friends. So this is the range from the HMI SCADA system or the IEC 61131 programming until the big data analysis. So our business plan is that we plan to have a short courses, especially for the industry and of course for the university programs or curricula that we have. We have the students, and then we expected that maybe about 300 students or trainees between 2022 until 2023. And from industry, maybe like 60 trainees from 2022 to 2023 too. And this training should be certified, and our partner for certification should be the EEC Automation Park, which is located at Burapha University in Chonburi. And well, we will have the industrial process data analysis and research and development in this field of area. So we expect a lot from this project, and everything that related to this project. And thank you very much for paying attention to this project overview of the Etat project. Thank you. So if you want to have more information, you can either contact me or contact our partner from this project. Thank you. So, I think we should move to the next topic of our agenda. And the next topic is we will give the detail one by one from each training centers. So we will begin with the Burapha University, and that is me again. So therefore, I will open my another slide, and well, let's go deeper in detail of each training centers. We begin with the Burapha University. The Etat Smart Lab at Burapha University is the so-called Smart Factory 4.0. So we will simulate how the Smart Factory 4.0 will work, and then we will train the students or the trainees with this kind of knowledge. So this is the overview of our proposed training center. So we will get the factory simulation, which is will consume 24 volt that will connect to the PLC with our problem. So this is the PLC voltage that we use. So we connect the factory simulation, this set with the PLC next, and then over the switch we can share or control this factory simulation by using the engineering PC, and we can collect the data or for data analysis for another PC that can connect over this switch, and with this switch we can connect to the internet and store our data on the cloud server or what else. And you know, later on we can do like SCADA, we can do the data analysis or control system. Even we can do or use the data for AR, VR, or digital twin for this. What actually is our aim from Burapha University to do the digital twin for the industrial automation, especially with the VR or virtual reality controlling. So this Smart Factory 4.0 simulation is the learning environment equipped with the so-called the sorting line with color detection, with the multi-purposing station with oven. It's just the you know, simulation station, with the automated high bay warehouse and vacuum gripper robot. So well, this is the simulate that it will, you know, pick up the work pieces from the warehouse and then put them through different stations, and then until it finish. So with this simulation, we need two PLC next for the I/O control. So that is the our aim. So we have the trainees that will control our programming with the PC engineer, and then you know, control it with the PLC next, and then from the PLC next we'll go to this you know, the simulation, the factory Smart Factory 4.0 simulation. So it will get something from the high bay warehouse, and then with the vacuum, it will pick up the workpiece and then put it on the conveyor, and you know, this workpiece will go through different stations and until the end of the production or manufacturing process. So that's it. That is the thing from Burapha University. So thank you very much for your attention. So I hope that you get the idea what we propose and what we will do in the next few months of this project. Thank you very much. So, okay. Then I would like to go to the next topic, which is the presentation from King Mongkut, North Bangkok, from Professor Saman Kampakel. Are you ready, Professor Saman Kampakel?
Yes, thank you very much, Dr.
Okay.
Prachak. I will share my screen now. Here. So what we will share now is about the specific equipment of my Etat training center, which consists of 3 sets of demonstration or setting. So the first one is the automation in material handling, and the second one would be the automation in transportation, which Dr. Prachak also referred that about the railway engineering. And the last one would be the industrial IoT and machine learning. For the for the automation in material handling, the concept would be about the autonomous guided vehicle to transport objects from one station to another station, which station consists of one robot manipulator, which we also have this robot, and they do pick and place tasks to store the objects on the AGVs. And the AGV communicated with the central PC to navigate themselves to the other station, and all communication occurs whether with either with access point Wi-Fi or with Profinet, which we have in the Etat Smart Lab here. The specification of this set would be the robot manipulator, which I also said that it's a robot magician, and another would be the ROS, robotics operating system operated platform, and PLC and PC. Yes, the possibility for the courses which this set can offer would be the Python programming and ROS programming, certainly, and something with JavaScript, for example, Node-RED and JSON things to do, and also with data analysis and machine learning, and certainly with the physical of hardware of the AGV, we can learn from this. Another set of specific equipment is about the industrial Internet of Things and machine learning, which contribute of the edge device here, based on ESP32 microcontroller and connected to various sensor. For example, here I will choose for the AC DC current measurement, because at the house we have the AC electricity alternative current, and in the next future we will have more about the EV car, electric vehicle, which fitted with a direct current. So this will simulate how to measure with the IoT for the AC and DC current, and some environment measure, for example, the temperature and humidity and so on, which our data is collected to the cloud. PLC Next have extra cloud service which we call Profi Cloud, that we can install data on that, and our system will be controlled by the PLC itself, and can be monitored either by the HMI screen or on the web browser. So the possibility to this course would be certainly on the edge device can be Python programming and C++ programming, and also can learn machine learning on edge device, for example, TinyML, and all things of I would say the XIoT, because at that time is not only industrial, but also artificial intelligence and thing, web of things further. The last set for me would be about the transportation, which in the case of the railway, I will use the railway model in N scale, the small one, which functional crossing junction and so on the railway track. And these models would be supplied with the 12 volts DC. So I have to convert them to compatible with the PLC, which fitted with 24 volt DC. And I will use the regulation of the ETCS, European Train Control System standard, to simulate this set. So the hardware would be the railway models in N scale, and PLC would be have, and the HMI. The possibility to the cost, certainly the railway technologies and how to operate them and control them, about the SCADA and HMI, and the fundamental of the IEC 61131 63 programming. And lately maybe about the data analysis if we have several tracks of trains and so on. So that's all for me now. I will give them to Dr. Pajak.
Thank you very much, Professor Saman. So I think you will have the you get the idea how Professor Saman will do his training center. So for the next, we will go to Professor Supaporn Bandasak from KST University. I don't know if she in here already. From my seeing, not. Right, so we will skip and go further to Professor Pongpat Singsi. So do you want me to play the video or you want to present yourself?
You can play video.
Okay, good. So I will play the video first, and then you can add more information if you want to. Okay, good.
Morning, European partner, and good afternoon, Thai partner. Pat Singh Si from Rajamandala University of Technology, Tawan. Today, I stay in the robot room of the Mechanical and Robotic department. This room used for training and this department is a Etat training center in field of robotics. I will present some application of the control robot by use PLC next. This PLC next we are wiring I/O into the robot. We use in the switch 1 to switch 8 for control robot. Switch 1 used for start system. If not open the switch 1, it can't control everything in robot. Yes, switch 1 for use for start and switch 8 used for reset. In the switch 2, use command to robot move left and come to origin position repeatedly until take the switch 8. Such as switch key use command over to move right. And 4, 5, 6 to pick object 1, object 2, object 3. Object 2. And object 3. Okay.
Something more? I don't know. Okay, I think that's all. Thank you very much. Professor Pongpat, do you want to say something about this? You want to add something?
I think no.
Well, I think this is very interesting. So you connect the PLC Next with the ABB robot, I think, right? Yes.
Yes.
Well, this is very great. So yeah, very good example. So thank you very much. We will next go to the Professor Narongsak Putphuek from Ratchanakarin University. Please, you can share your slide if you want to.
Okay. Hello, everyone. I'm Nonosak from Ratchapat Ratcharida University. I would like to present you Smart Lab, Etat Smart Lab about smart agriculture. At RRU, this is an overview of our smart lab. We use for detect the development of greenhouse, smart greenhouse, such as, for example, the temperature and lighting. And we also use a PLC next to contact to detect and send to the cloud. And it's also use a PLC next to control the temperature or light for suitable for smart greenhouse. Then the description of smart agriculture learning environment is used to learning and understand about smart agriculture, smart farming, to depict the to check the suitable development for smart farming using an IoT device. For in the module include one station. In the smart farming lab is also include light sensor, temperature and humidity sensor, soil moisture sensor, CO2 sensor, and electric conductivity sensor to check development in smart farming and use PLC next to control the smart farming. And the location of the training center is on the second floor of Bangkok building at Rajapat Latinda Bangkok campus. The room equipment is include everything is suitable for training center. Is the place is for at least 20 training at one session, but it can extend. Yes. This finish for my side. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Narongsak. And so I think we could go to the next of our list, which is the presentation from Professor Varankana Kimpan. So Professor Varankana, are you ready for this?
Yeah, right. But could I share my screen?
Okay, please.
I think
Professor Narongsak, please stop your sharing. Atan Narongsak, please stop your sharing. Okay, good, thank you. Professor Varankana, could you share it?
Yeah.
Okay, that's great.
Can you see my screen now, right?
Yes, yes,
Okay.
we can see it.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone again. So I would like to introduce KMITL Etat Training Center. Yeah, this one. It's our lab. Will be located in the room 106 at the SC08 building in School of Science, KMITL. So this room will be used as a training center. Right? Okay. So the first time that we use this room is for our training from Professor Kristen and Professor Reinhardt. Yeah, so we need to set up all those main equipments and then try to make their the simulation as we learn. And so as Dr. Prajak mentioned at the beginning, KMITL will propose two solution or two application. The first one is building automation system. So this concept is about how to simulate the building or the room as the automation system in the room, and we use all kinds of equipments, which is the additional equipments. For example, we have phase and temperature detection to detect the person for access control room. And we have also RFID tag, and a reader to entering the room. And we also have those kind of sensors like smoke sensors, PM 2.5, and motion sensor to detect the people, like people move in the restrict area. Yeah. So if there is a abnormal situation, so the smoke detect, for example, there's smoke, there's a lot of smoke, so the smoke sensor will detect and alert to the light, and then all data will be transferred to the server in the cloud. In case of abnormal case, and we can send a warning message to the people who will be like administrator of the building or the room.
Excuse me, Professor Warankana.
Yep.
May I intervene? I don't know if did you click your slide because it is still at just only the first slide.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Oh,
So,
okay. Sorry, and I
you
need
were talking, so maybe you can share it again
all right, okay.
or something like that.
Sorry.
Thank you.
I think it should share the one it's on PDF file maybe. So can you see this? Can you see the movement now? Dr. Pachak?
Yes, we can see it. I'm sorry, I just mute microphone.
Okay, so you can see my movement of mouse right now.
Right.
Okay.
Yes, we can see it now. So please go
Yeah.
on.
Sorry. Yeah, as you know, I'm not familiar with the Zoom. Okay, sorry again. So this is a lab, and this is the first that I have told you that this is the first time that we use the connecting the each main equipment for our first training from Dr. Kristen and Dr. Reinhardt. Yeah, so this one is I just mentioned about. It's we call building automation system. Yeah, so we with this system we can use many kinds of sensors or additional equipments as I have told you, and if there's a abnormal situation, the alarm light will be turned on and the data will be sent to the cloud server, and we can use those data for further analytics, and so this is the first one. So the second one is a flood warning system via mobile application. So this is a concept of warning about the flooding situation around the area that people live. So in this case, we use the ultrasonic sensors, and we build the four simulations, small point like you can see in this figure, and we will simulate like water resources when in the community when the water is rising, and when people live near the water resource will get the warning from this system. So when the height of the water reach the critical value that we set on the application, so the notification will be sent via live bot to the mobile phone or via the application that the people who live near water resources will use it. And also we can use the all data that we collect from each simulation is each small simulation set. So the data will gather and then it can be used for further like flooding prediction system to monitoring in the future. Yeah, so this is all kinds of additional equipments that we will use. So as we use like a DIY system, so we need to figure it out how to connect all of those equipments, but we are trying to make it. So, and for the integration of the teaching activity in our faculty or department, we will integrate right the application with the big data analysis course. We have both in bachelor and master degree. Yeah, and we can also integrate those kind of IoT devices in to teach the students in the principle of Internet of Things implementation course. And also we can use like how to transfer data, how to predict the data, and in the spatial topic in development of information system integration. So this is the point of view of the building automation system, as well as the flood warning system via mobile application. We can use also to integrate the course like big data analysis and IoT here, and the spatial topic in development of information system integration. So this is our concept for 2 applications. Well, last but not least, thank you very much everyone for your attention. And if you would like to see more information, so you can visit our Facebook. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Professor Warankana from Lat Krabang. So, well, it's very, as you already seen from our presentation, this is our proposal for, building the Etat training centers at 6 universities in Thailand. So with different aims, but altogether we will build like a automation life. So beginning with the manufacturing until the transportation and until the home automation and housing and so on. So we hope that you get the idea from our projects. And for the next, well, I would like to invite you all to, listen to the presentation from Professor Salini from the project Shift. She is one of the partner from this project, and she will share her experience with us from her project Shift. And please, Professor Salini, the floor is yours. Thank you.
So thank you very much. I will just want to sharing my screen. Okay, so everyone, you can see my screen.
Yes, we do.
Okay, so first of all, I have to say that this event gives me a great pleasure to be a part of today's workshop. Professor Prajak invited me to speak about the Shift project's experience. However, I would like to share my experience and also my working group experience on the collaborating with the EU partners, not just only for the Shift project, but also the other for the Erasmus Plus project as well. So the content today, I would like to share the EU and Chiang Mai University collaboration, because we work on like 3 Erasmus projects on the Industry 4.0. I would like to starting with the timeline of our collaboration with the EU university. Actually, it began like more than 10 years already that we work on the first project together. We call it is a Square project since 2009. And after that, we still keep our collaboration with EU partner, especially the University Lumiere Lyon 2. After that, we have like both the staff exchange and also the student exchange in the level of the master degrees and also the PhD degree as well. Since 2017, we have a good opportunity to do the European project with our EU partner. So since then, we have like 3 European projects, which the first one is SME 4.0. The second one is MSIE 4.0. And the last one that we got the grant from EU partner is Shift 4.0 as well. You can see that all these 3 projects is about the Industry 4.0. The first one, we have a grant since 2017 Actually, has to end on 2020, but because of the COVID situation, we can extend this project, and it will end in the mid of this year. The SME 4.0 is already done, and this project is like a 3 years project. And the last one, we got a grant on 2018. Actually, the project should end on November 2021, but we cannot finish the training because of we cannot travel during the COVID situation, and also our students have to learn online, so we cannot bring them to the university and have a training like we planned for this project. I will give you a brief introduction of each project. This slide will show that in our department, Industrial Engineering, Chiang Mai University, we work with 3 EU projects, but we have to distribute our activities by have the different project manager and project coordinator. For the SME 4.0, this project is the main activity is to mobilize the researchers to work with the SMEs in the partner countries. In this project, we have 2 objectives. The first one is to identify the need and enable for the Industry 4.0 application and implementation in the small and medium-sized business in the manufacturing and logistics sector. The second objective is to create the SME-specific concepts and strategy of the smart and intelligent SME manufacturing and logistics. And the third objective is to develop a specific organization and management models for the smart SMEs. The second one, it is the MSIE 4.0. This project aims to develop the master degree curriculum in industrial engineering that supports sustainable and smart industry. So the objective of this project is to enhance the capacity and ability of the university in Thailand for the delivery of the high quality competence-based curriculum of the master degree specific on the industrial engineering. And for the last one, for the shift project, this project aims to develop the skill 4.0 in association with the Higher Education Institute. And also we aim to work with the industrial SME as well. So we will develop the skill 4.0 to improve the human competence of the industry 4.0. The shift project consists of 3 main objectives. The first one is to build and strengthen links between Higher Education Institute and Industry 4.0, and also promote the job market by minimizing the skill gap. The second objective is to support academic and administrative staff in Asian Higher Education Institute to design and implement the new methodology of learning materials. And the last one is to build the skill 4.0 labs and learning center to be a unit or to be a laboratory to improve the student and also the employee in industry to improve their 4.0 skills. So I will brief introduce about the partner, main activity and main result in each project. The first project, SME 4.0. This one, we work with 8 partners with the university in EU, in United States, and also in Thailand and in India. I noticed that the Etat project also work with the Free University of Bolzano as well. So I think that this is the link that we can find together. And in the SME project, the activities we have done a lot activities on the mobility of the researchers, both in academic staff and PhD students, to develop the international network among the university and also SMEs. And also we have done some industry site visit across the country as well. When we mobilize to other country, for example, I went to Bolzano, Italy, and at that time I can visit some SME in Bolzano to learn about the Industry 4.0 implementation and in that companies. And also we did a lot the knowledge and culture sharing during the secondment special lecture for the higher education students as well. And the result of this project, we have a lot of the academic publication in both journal and conference. And also we did some special session and module activities. For example, we published our result on the special session in the journal, and in the conference, for example, for the IEOM conference on 2019. And also we have done the special session to discuss about the implementation of Industry 4.0 also in Thailand and in other countries as well. And in this project, we published like books, and our partner, we help each other to write the book chapter. We did already 2 books, which is the Industry 4.0 for SMEs, and the second one is Industry 4.0 for SME, specify on the smart manufacturing and logistics. So this is the free ebook. You can, if you are interested in these 2 books, you can download. You can just Google the name of this book. So, and you can find it and you can download from the website. And also we have done a lot of the university and industry collaboration as well. For the second project, the MSIE 4.0, we work with 9 partners. Mainly the partner in are the university in Thailand. We work with Chiang Mai University, Prince Songkhla University, Khon Kaen University, King's Mongkut University of Technology, North Bangkok, AIT, Thammasat University, and another 3 universities from EU. University Polytechnica of Bucharest, and University in Poland, and University in Portugal. In this project, we develop a new curriculum, especially for the industrial engineering, to develop a new content and contents on the sustainable and Industry 4.0. And also what we have done is develop the IE curriculum, develop course, learning and teaching tools, the delivery processes and platform for the student-centered learning. We also implement some modern ICT tools and the methodologies for effective student-centered learning. And we have done the training for the student among the university in the partner of the project. And the result of this project, so we got the Master of Industrial Engineering curriculum, the new one. You can see the list of the new course in the new curriculum. We got teaching and learning material. We have done the pilot testing, and we have like 30, almost 40 publications in journal and in conference. the last project is the CHIP 4.0. So in this project, we work with 10 partners from the EU side and from the Asia side. In this project, we work with the University Lumière Lyon 2 from France, University of Sanio, Italy, University Novo of Lisboa, Portugal, and another private company, Cognitas. This is the SME on the, I think this is the SME, he works on the technology in France as well. And another 6 universities from Asia partner, 2 universities in Thailand, Chiang Mai University and Kasetsart University, 2 universities from China, Chengdu University of Information and Technology, and the other 2 universities from Malaysia, UPM and UTM. And also in each Asia partner, we developed the training module by collaborate with the local SME in each country as well. So in this project, what we have done and we will do in this year as well is we already defined the required skill for the Industry 4.0 skill. We divided the domain of the skill into 4 domains, which are the industrial engineering and management. The second domain is software engineering and big data analytics. The third domain is wireless and network analytics. And the last one is artificial intelligence. In each Asia partner will responsible in their expertise domain. For example, Chiang Mai University and Kasetsart University, we work together on the first domain, industrial engineering and management. For the university from China, Chengdu University and Chengdu University Information Technology work on the second domain, software engineering and big data analytics. And other 2 universities from Malaysia, they work in wireless network analytics and artificial intelligence. So it means that in each Asia partner, we have to find the gap, the skill gap from the existing skill and the needed skill in the future, and decide the training and learning module. And after that, we already designed the skill development framework and also the innovative teaching and learning approach we have done for the developing teaching and learning material. And now we are ongoing of the pilot test. So the result of these activities, first, we already got the required skill in 4 domains and also the development framework. You can see that this is the framework, the idea of how we develop our training modules. So the idea in this project is we have to design the training modules by using the practical case base from the industrial. And we also already identify and divide the required skill of skill 4.0 into 3 levels in our teaching module. So we have to define the required skill for the beginner, intermediate, and the expert level of the trainee. And also we try to find the link, the support and some promotion from the government agency. So we call this model like a triple helix model. I will show you the example of the training course module of the first domain, industrial engineering and management domain. And after we already done the 8 paper publication in the conference. In that conference, we also joined with the Novo University in Portugal to hold some special session in this conference as well. So this slide will show, this is the result that we already identify the knowledge of the first domain, industrial engineering and management domain. So in this one, we can see that we have already identified course. For example, for the beginner, the beginner trainee, everyone have to take the Introduction to Industry 4.0 course, and we also identify the we call it the skill. So the skill set in industrial engineering divided into two main areas. The first one is the production management and manufacturing system. And another one is a skill based on the quantitative analysis. And also the production management consists of three skill sets, which are smart production management, agile manufacturing system, and quality system 4.0. And in each box, we can see that for the green one is the module for the beginner. The yellow one is the module for the intermediate level, and the orange one is the module for the expert level. So from this framework, the trainee or the student, they can decide that, okay, if I want to be an expertise on the agile manufacturing system, what module I should take to develop the required skill to be an expert level in this skill set. So, and also other three domains, the software engineering and big data, wireless network analytics, and artificial intelligence, they will have to design the framework in their expertise domain as well. So this is, maybe you can get some idea that how we can do the project. And the next one, now we are already decide the teaching and learning material, and we are in this activity to done the pilot test. Some training for the trainers in some module have already done. And in this year, we will continue to train the student in the selected module in each domain as well. So from these three Erasmus Plus project, actually we try to bridge, to, how could I say, to close the gap between industry and university, and we try to develop our collaboration from industry and university side as well. We can see that for the industry, they have a deep knowledge on the technology, on the practical implementation. They got a business challenge to, how could I say, to achieve the future requirement on the industry 4.0. And also they aim to develop their employee as well. And for the university side, we have some technology in the lab scale. We have an expertise as an academic staff and researcher. Our main mission of the university is to develop or to create the good quality students. We involve with the curriculum design, and also we can help the industrial by developing their skill 4.0 as well. So for the first project, the SME 4.0, the main objective is try to link the collaboration between academic staff by linking some technology and use some business challenge for the industry to link with the university. And for the MSIE project, this one aims to develop a new curriculum. So we create a new curriculum based on the knowledge and expertise from the university side, and also we collect some data and work with the industry side to bring their business challenge to design the new curriculum. And for the SHIFT project, we try to use the practical implementation from the industry side as an input to our skill development framework. And also we think that after we finish the SHIFT project, we will establish the learning center, which based on the university in our Asia partner. And with the learning center, we aims that this learning center can help to train our students to improve their skill 4.0, and also this will service to give some training for the employee in industrial section as well. Our expectation or our future prospect of the collaboration that we try to extend our collaboration to the new partner. Now, Chiang Mai University, we work with some Thai university and work with our partner in EU. And I hope that from this session, from this workshop, we can extend our collaboration to new partner in Thailand and also new partner in EU as well. So thank you very much to give me the opportunity to explain and to share my experience on the collaboration with EU partners.
Thank you very much, Professor Salini. It's very interesting. So you have all three projects, so and then do it with the curricula and everything, and training with the students and the SMEs. And I think this is a lot of work. So well, it's very great. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Yes.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, I have to say that I cannot do everything by myself. So I have to give the credit to the Chiang Mai University team.
Okay, that's great. Good. Thank you. So I think from our side, there are some questions. So who will begin first? Yes, please, Professor Saman.
So thank you very much, Professor Saini, for the presentation. It shows that you have a long experience with the collaboration with the multicultural and so on the working with the multinations. At first, I'm curious about the project name SHIFT. What is the acronym or abbreviation from someone?
Yes.
If you can tell me, I just wonder. It sounds like a shift of in English, but why we write like that?
Shift?
Yeah.
Yes, it is an acronym, and I also forgot the full name, so I will fire you the, how could I say? Please give me like 1 minute. I will find the answer for you.
In between, may I ask the second question? Maybe you can think about it. The curriculum for the SHIFT project would be then for the master degree, right? I think from the learning. How could you transfer this knowledge to the industrial then? Because I think it's just in-depth technology and some knowledge is very in-depth. For example, FASI, decision making and so on. How do you plan to transfer this knowledge to in SME, especially SME? Because
okay. So I will just give this slide to you.
Exactly.
Yes, for the SHIFT, okay, I got the answer for you for the first one. The SHIFT is the building skill through university and enterprise collaboration. Actually, we cannot find what the F for the acronym. We try to call it SHIFT because we want to shift the skill from the existing situation to be the industrial 4.0. And for the second question, I have to tell you that for the training module is not in the curriculum of the master degree curriculum. We separate this knowledge as like a training modules. So from this one, we can see that we have a lot of modules. For the employee, for the SME, if they are in the beginning level, they may take the module for the beginner. And for the deeper knowledge, they have to pass the beginner and intermediate level first, and after that they can take course in the expert level.
I see. I see. So the employee can choose and I mean shopping for their own demand sales, and maybe the HR in the company will decide to what they have to learn, right?
Yes.
We how big or how long is the training module?
It depends.
How many hours? Yeah.
It depends on each module. Yeah, it varies from like 6 hours to 12 hours.
And are there any requirement from the company that can you extend or it means mix and match the beginner level together? For example, first decision making with some part of introduction to IE 4.0 can be flexible as they want. Or
at this time, not yet.
Or mixing, not yet.
Yeah, at this time, not yet. Because actually in this project, we focus on the training for the student first, but we also open for the employee in the company. In this project, we develop, we call the learning center website. In this learning center, we provide like the list of the module, the teaching material of the module, and also the pre-test for the student or the employee. They have to take some tests before they choose the learning module.
Okay. You require pre-knowledge. Okay. I think I have asked too much. Maybe the others participant want to ask more. Thank you very much. Nice to hear you and hope to see you in some times in real world, I think.
Thank you very much.
So I think we have the chance to see each other in real life. I mean, maybe in some kind of dissemination or in some kind of conference and so on, or we can organize like a exhibition or something together. That's not a problem, right?
Yes.
And I have a question. This is about the SME from Thailand. So I don't know if you have the contact or something from the SME from Thailand, because I think I saw one of your slides. I think maybe from Project Shift that you have SME from Malaysia and from Europe or something, but no from Thailand.
Okay. Actually, from this slide, you can see that we already have some site visit. This is the Hexaselam company. They
He comes again. I think, yeah.
Sorry, my Zoom is shut down by itself, so I have no idea. So I'm sorry. So Professor Salini?
Yes.
Could you please repeat your answer?
Yes. Okay. Yeah, I tell you that Chiang Mai University, we also have some collaboration of the SME, our local SME. For example, we bring our EU partner, go to site visit with the SME, the Hexaselam. which this company works about on the dental product. And also Chiang Mai University, we have Science and Technology Park. We call the Northern Science Technology Park. So we work very close to this institute, and the Science and Technology Park have a lot of collaboration with the SME as well. So we ask them to help us on this issue.
Well, very interesting, because I've heard about the science park from Chiang Mai too. It's very famous about collaboration with SME or with well, both SME and universities and so. Very great. So I think we have questions from Professor Warankana. Please, Professor Warankana.
Yeah, okay. First of all, thank you very much, Professor Salini, for your great presentation to us. I just want to ask you something, if you can share with us, what is the most difficult part, or or your experience during your your activity or those kind of projects that you
Okay.
can share with us. Yeah, thank you.
So the most difficult, okay, I will divide into two issues. The first one is to actually to work with the industrial partner is quite how could I say, is quite hard on the information, on the data that we want to collect. So this is the first one. And honestly, to work with the EU project, I think because of the system is well designed, so there are a lot of details and a lot of issue that we have to concern. For example, we have to collect all the activities. We have to provide the timesheet of the activity as well. So I think this is, how could I say, it's quite like a detailed obstacles, but it's not like a big issue.
Yes, yes.
Well, that's true. I think we have the same situation.
Yes, you already recorded, so can be published.
Yes, but I think it's not a problem. So we
Very good.
It's partners, some of them, but I think it's just like their system, right? I mean, like a bureaucratic thing. So a lot of papers, a lot of documentations, and so on. Yes, I think in one way it's very good. I mean, you have everything documented, and then you can refer to that document later on. But sometimes it's like so a lot of paperwork. Maybe it's just like and I mean the engineer people or the IT people, they don't like to write something very wrong, right? So
yes.
we were not from the social science, so therefore it's just, I can understand you completely. It's just very but I think it's the experience that we have to experience it, right? So yes, and if you can do it, someone told me that if you can manage to work with the European working procedure and so on, and then you can work with everyone in the world or something like that. But not in the bad way. I mean, not in the bad way. I mean, in a good way.
Yes.
Cool. Yes. I may have the question. Maybe this is a classic question about the COVID-19 pandemic situation. So how do you guys from your projects deal with this? So I mean, to arrange the meetings, or I mean, I don't know, you travel to Europe, or the people from outside Asia come to Asia or something like that? Can you share with us?
Yes, I think our last travel trip is on February 2020. Since the COVID, since this pandemic, so we cannot mobilize our staff or our student anymore. So in our project, we held the meeting. Actually, we have a meeting almost every week since the COVID-19. We discuss a lot because in the first year we still keep the frequency of the meeting like before, for example 3 months once, and we know that it wasn't work because we cannot go to see each other and we don't have like a 1 week to stay together and discuss about everything. So our project coordinator and partner, we decided, okay, maybe we have to see each other more than that. So we decide to have a meeting every week since then. And because of we cannot mobilize and we cannot hold the on-site training, this is one of the obstacle. First, we plan to have a training for only the on-site, both train the trainer and train the student. Now we change to train the trainer in some module to online training. So we have to prepare more than we expected. And we still have some training module that we cannot establish now because we buy some equipment and it is the hand-on training. This one is quite difficult and it is a big challenge for us as well.
Yes, so I can understand completely too. So about the travel, so do you plan to do some travels in the near future? I mean, we from the Etat project, we are planning to maybe have a general meeting face to face, maybe in Europe or something, maybe in middle of this year or maybe the end of this year or so. We don't know how the situation will be, but well, we plan. What about yours?
Actually, in the shift project, we also plan to go to have a meeting face to face as well. We just wait for the better situation of COVID-19. And for another project, actually, I have a plan to go to Italy this March for another project, for SME 4.0 project. I think that they allow us to travel there, and we have to got full vaccinated. One of my colleagues went there last year. She got like, at that time, she got like two vaccine of Sinovac and one Astra. And she found that Italy doesn't count that this is full vaccinated. Okay. Because they don't count Sinovac. So they count that she got only one dose of AstraZeneca. So she have to stay like a home isolation, something like that at that time.
Okay. So at least if you got the AstraZeneca vaccine, you have to get at least 2 doses, right?
Yes, yes. And also if you already got like mRNA vaccine Pfizer, you have to got both Pfizer, both AstraZeneca. Okay. Otherwise, they will not count that you are already full vaccinated.
Yes, this is actually the next topic what I want to ask you about the visa application. So maybe this is more in the organization direction. So I mean, for us, do we have when you travel to Italy, you have to apply for visa too, right? Or you got the the blue passport and the official passport, something like that.
Yes.
Do we have
for Italy? For Italy, if you got the official passport, you do not need to apply for the visa. But if you are not have the official passport yet, you can ask the invitation letter from the host university. And after that, you use that invitation letter to prepare the document, ask the permission to travel from the president of the university, and give some documentation to apply to ask for the official passport. And after that, I think it is no problem if we have the invitation letter.
So so we don't have to apply for visa if we want to go to Italy, right?
Yes, if you use the official one.
The official passport. Okay.
Yes.
Because I'm so not sure. I mean, I never use the official passport to go to somewhere and without apply any visa. I mean, even when I got the official passport, I always apply for the visa. I don't know. So therefore, it's just well, yeah, sure. And can we travel from Italy to, for example, Austria or something? I mean, we plan, for example, to go to Bolzano, and maybe we can go to the Villach, which is in Austria, but it's not far away from Bolzano. And because our coordinator is in Villach, but one of the partner is in Bolzano. So, or do we have to apply for the Schengen visa? I mean,
I think based on my experience, I think that Austria and Italy, if we use the official passport, we no need to apply for the visa. But for France and Portugal, we have to apply for the visa.
Okay.
So I think that we can check from the website.
Okay, that's cool. Yeah.
Yeah.
We will do it, of course. Yes. Because if we want, if we have to apply for the visa, we have to plan ahead, right? So it may take longer with this situation, and maybe I think I heard about some kind of vaccine passport, something like that, and we have to apply for the vaccine passport, and then for the official passport, and so on, and it could take time, right?
Yes, in my case, I just because my official passport already expired last year, so I already applied the new one already. I think I take, since I got the invitation letter, I processed like 3 almost 4 weeks to got the new official one.
Okay, 3 or 4 weeks. Yeah.
Yes.
I think it's not that long. I mean, just 1 month. So, but I don't know how normally you get it, or maybe 1 or 2 weeks. Right? Okay. Yeah. Cool. Good
if we can off record, for me, take a long time to ask for the document for the president of the university. And after that, we got that document applying the official a new passport is not quite long, not more than 1 week.
I think it's normal by the university.
Yes, right. It happens in almost of the university. Don't ask the Latgabang University how Professor Warankana can sing a song from that. I mean, well, right. So it's very great experience to that you sharing with us. And could we get your PowerPoint presentation or your PDF from your slide that you just presented us?
Yes, I will send. Yes, I will. How could I say, convert to PDF, and I will email to you, Professor Prajak.
Cool. Thank you very much. So I will share this with our partners, and I think we have a lot to discuss, and we have a lot to, maybe we have to change our plan a little bit, or do it with our trainings and everything. And I think Professor Saman will have so many ideas to how we can train the students and the company, because he is responsible for the training things and well, right? And
I'm just an electrical engineer. I'm not expert, but I do my best. I think yeah, I hope for the cooperation and then some exchange of the ideas.
Right. So I think that it's not the last time that we see each other, of course. I mean, in the future, we will share experience and knowledge, and maybe we can cross over about the program countries, university, and partner country universities, and so on. It's not a problem. So, I mean, we are friends now, and then we can share the experience and the knowledge that we could use it good together.
I think that one thing that we can like to sharing each other, because in the shift project we have not finished the training for the trainer yet. There are some modules that we still keep train in the near future. So if I have like a time schedule, I will send the link to all of you, and if you are interested in which module, you can just apply, register to take that module as well.
That's great. So from our side too. So I think I don't know, Professor Saman, the next training from Felipe, do you think this is? I think we could share, and then you can make a decision if you want to join us or not. And I mean, is this a training about the PLC next and the HMI visualization and so on? Well, we will plan our training too, and then we will share with you guys. And you are all welcome and invited to our training too. So, yes.
Yeah, certainly, Professor Sani. I will send you a training link, and if you can observe, because certainly you don't have hardware, but you can observe how is training and how is the technology, which I will take a further presentation, and also Dr. Prajat also, and you will see the overview why the PLC next and so on, and maybe you have an idea to adapt the PLCs to the SME and so on.
Cool. Thank you very much.
That's great. Yes. Anyone have any questions for Professor Salini, or Professor Salini want to say something, or? So great. If there is no questions, so we want to officially thank Professor Salini again for sharing us your experience, and well, in the future we want to work with you, of course, and right. And I think right now we still have a little bit time, so we should take a 10 minutes break, and then we will begin with the workshop from Professor Salman at 3 p.m. So yes, then I would like to say then we will see each other again in 10 minutes, almost 10 minutes. It will begin at 3. Thank you. See you then.